The Arkansas Capitol, Governor Sanders gave her State of the State address.
She mentioned when this fiscal session ends, a special session will be called to cut state income tax rates. This will be the fourth time in 4 years that Arkansas has cut income tax rates. Sanders says that it would give back $180 million to Arkansas taxpayers.
When we do this together, we will have cut 25% off of our state income tax in just 4 years and given back more than $1.5 billion to our people.
Her opponent in November's election, Democrat Fred Love, responded to her address.
Every time we cut the top rate for millionaires and billionaires, it gets harder to fund schools, child care, health care, and services for our seniors.
You can watch both addresses on demand over on 5 News Plus.
Well, the Arkansas Supreme Court is hearing oral arguments today in the death penalty appeal of Zach Hawley, which was convicted for the murder, kidnapping, and rape of 6-year-old Jersey Bridgman back in 2015. Now, Hawley has tried to overturn his sentence for over a decade, arguing he had ineffective counsel. Each side will have 20 minutes to present their arguments in court. And across Arkansas, families say that their SNAP benefits are being stolen. Many report that the system offers little help to recover them. Brittany Young of Fort Smith says she found her entire allotment spent 1,500 miles away in Pennsylvania. She filed a police report, but Arkansas SNAP told her stolen benefits can't be replaced. Young says she relies on those benefits to care for her autistic son, buying essentials like special diets and distilled water. Mary Franklin with DHS says stolen benefits are a risk and current security options are limited.
I would recommend that you check our website. You can report that it happened. Not that we have a way to replace the benefits, but if that ever were to happen again where we could replace benefits, this would be a place for us to start and look at who this had happened to.
DHS says that new EBT system upgrades this summer could help prevent theft and allow replacements in the future. But so far, Arkansas does not replace stolen benefits.
Well, some in Logan County are raising concerns about road problems after a Paris school bus ended up in a ditch this week. Neighbors say the problem goes deeper than this one incident, pointing to deteriorating roads. Tuesday afternoon, according to a witness, the school bus slid off a road just a block from the high school. No one was injured, but students on board were left scared. Neighbors say that this road has long been dangerous with slick surfaces, poor drainage, and crumbling edges that make accidents more likely, especially when it rains.
There's no guardrails, and they're deteriorating away. The pipes are showing. They need to be cement barriers or something, but for 40 years, funds not available. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
The county judge plans to inspect the road today to assess the damage. Well, overnight, President Trump sent new threats amid a fragile 2-week ceasefire with Iran.
On social media, he warned that U.S. military ships, aircraft, and personnel will remain in place in and around Iran if they don't comply, which comes as Iran has accused Israel of not honoring the ceasefire deal over its continued attacks on Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon. Pakistani negotiators who helped broker the deal say it covers Lebanon. Israel and the White House have disagreed. Iran responded by restricting the passage of oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz, a key sticking point for President Trump.
I think this comes from a legitimate misunderstanding. I think the Iranians thought that the ceasefire included Lebanon, and it just didn't. We never made that promise. We never indicated that was going to be the case.
Well, Vice President J.D. Vance will represent the U.S. in talks with Iran this weekend in Pakistan, aiming for a long-term peace deal.
Well, the Artemis 2 astronauts are now a week into their 9.5-day mission and are heading home to Earth. On tap for the crew, a manual piloting experiment when the astronauts physically steer and maneuver the spaceship. Scientists say that their tasks are all part of a bigger mission to prepare future crews for long-term space travel and an eventual base on the moon.
Now, going back to the moon is really a next step in human exploration of our solar system. It's so important for us to be able to have that personal experience as well as to learn the skills that will allow us as a country, as a species, to live and work in space on a permanent basis. This is leading up to an Antarctic-style station on the moon.
NASA released new images of the astronauts early Wednesday, bonding during their mission. The Orion spacecraft is scheduled to splash down Friday evening in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Diego. These are fantastic pics. We're going to miss when we're not getting updates every day of them.
I know. I love following the story.